And we are on. We are back for another episode of the On The Go podcast. I'm your host, James Jackson, and the guy that's right across to me is Jacob the Toad. What's up, Jacob?
Hey, what's up? I'm doing good.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
I don't know why I responded like that.
I don't know why either. You was like, hey.
I was like, he asked me how I'm doing, but that's not what you asked me.
Yeah.
Or it is. I
did.
You know, man, I don't.
I did ask how you were doing. Do I never ask how you doing?
No, you do. It's funny because when I was first like studying sound engineering and this equipment and stuff like that, I'd always realize that like the teachers and stuff were kind of scatterbrained. Yeah. And I was like, wow, that's weird. Everyone's just kind of like scatterbrained and quirky. And now that I've been doing this for a couple of years, I get it.
You're scatterbrained now.
Yeah, I'm just because my brain's everywhere at once.
Well, because you're like the producer / host, and I'm just the host. So all I have to do is just count me in. Yeah. Boom, we're on. And then we also got this little thing that we do where Mondays you do the opening sometime. Yeah. And then Fridays I do the opening. Right. So sometimes it can kind of be like, who's doing what? Like it feels like we're scrambling, but we're not. Right. I feel like that opening was like the fastest opening I ever did in my life.
That was good. You did great.
Okay.
We're getting there. We're not getting there. We are there. We're better.
I think we're better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm tired of saying we're getting there.
Yeah. Right?
We're here now. Like,
we're here now. Damn it.
Yeah, we're here. We're here to stay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I've been good. Everything's been good this week. You know, we had that cold front that came through. That was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice.
A little
nice.
Cold snap.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because I always wear a jacket when I come to work anyway. So the other radio people are like, "Why are you always wearing a jacket?" I'm like, "It's like my uniform at this point." Also, I keep my badge in there so I can get in.
But it's also cold in some of the studios.
Yeah, well, I mean, I keep it cold. I'll 69, 68 degrees. I'll make it freezing. I'll give myself the reason to wear the jacket. Yeah. But when it started to cool down, like, you know, a couple months ago, the host was like, "Oh, so are you going to start wearing a heavier jacket?"
Yeah, like you've been wearing a jacket in the summertime or something. Like,
I was.
Oh, you was?
I would come every day with a jacket.
Yeah, I can't help you on that one. Yeah.
But, you know, I would only wear it to work. I wouldn't wear it.
Yeah, outside. Because when I see you outside, you never had a jacket on.
Mm-mm.
So
no, I'd take it off. But anyway,
that's crazy.
As James stated, this is our Friday edition. I believe you stated that.
Yeah, I don't think I did.
Well, it's our Friday edition.
It's our Friday edition. Boom, there it is.
Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful week.
Well, let me tell you what I did this week.
Let me tell you, or let me tell you. Let you tell me.
Yeah, let me tell you what happened to me this week. So, I know a lot of people don't know this story, but I've always had. Do you like the International House of Pancakes?
I like IHOP after like 2 a.m.
Oh, so that's the only time you like pancakes?
Yeah, it's great like overnight after, I don't know, an event or whatever. I don't know. Growing up, like we used to like come up and watch Monster Jam and stuff like that. And then on the way back, we would always like eat at IHOP. So I guess it wasn't 2 a.m., but like to my little kid brain, it was late. Yeah. You know? But I don't know. I always have good memories of IHOP after like 10 o'clock.
So I'm guessing that you haven't been to IHOP lately?
Not in a while.
Okay, well, I have. And I have a bad history with this place because the first time I went was, not the first time I went, but it started a consecutive streak of me having bad luck at this place. I went to graduation and everyone got their food at the table. Yeah. I ordered something simple, eggs, bacon, and some toast. Because I really don't like IHOP like that anyway. I really don't like breakfast food that much.
Oh, really?
I don't. Sometimes omelets.
All right.
But I don't really like breakfast food that much. So we went to IHOP after graduation. Everyone's laughing, having a good time, eating. I'm still waiting on my food to come. My food never came.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So the lady came back to the table. She was like, "You didn't get your food?" I was like, "No. I know you was busy with the other tables out here, but I didn't get my food." Yeah. So I got my food. It was Compton. You know, they took it off. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Hey, the next time I went to IHOP, the pancake syrup, you know, like the little thing that you pour it spilled out.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And it spilled out all over the table.
Jeez.
So at this point, I'm thinking that this has got to be a death curse. Now, back in the day when I was younger, I let people in on a little personal secret of mine. When my parents got divorced, you know, there's the whole drop-off exchange where you have to, I go to this place, you go to that place. Yeah. That's how it used to be.
Oh, the IHOP?
Yeah, IHOP. The drop-off of child.
Oh.
So I hate that place.
Awful memories from the get-go.
It's a lot of awful memories. Yeah. It's also a memory of me talking to my father again because I really don't have the greatest relationship with them.
Right.
But we'd always, my mom would be like, why don't you just go to IHOP and just meet there? It's like, why IHOP? Like, is this just something about IHOP? Like, is this a staple of our lives?
What does IHOP have to do with anything?
It's never Denny's.
Yeah.
But I don't like Denny's anyway.
They're about the same, right?
They're about the same.
The Denny's have better skillets, though, I believe.
Denny's is always getting robbed, though. So I like to stay out of there, too. Yeah, I like to stay out of there, too. Yeah, Denny's is always getting robbed. So my experience with IHOP never goes well. IHOP is for places where you get where you break up with somebody, exchanging of child if divorced, or maybe a graduation or two. So I went to IHOP this week, and this person I was talking to, this young lady I was talking to, she wanted to go to IHOP, and it was around about 9 o'clock at night. It's another reason why I never got a chance around to watch what I wanted to watch, because I had to go to IHOP because she wanted to talk, and she wanted to talk about us getting back together at that time. I told her no. She got in a fit of rage.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And it was a couple people in IHOP.
Oh, jeez.
It was. So she got like kind of loud, because she's loud naturally anyway.
Yeah.
So can you imagine a person that's naturally loud going up a decimal louder?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if people notice, but when we talk to each other on screen, you can see like the little decimal levels go up. The decimal level go up.
Watch that meter.
Yeah, watch that meter just go up even higher. So at the whole time, I'm just like, I've never been put in a position where I'm arguing with someone at a table.
At a table. In public.
In public. I've never been through that.
That's the worst.
Yeah, that's the worst type of stuff you can ever happen.
Well,
and of all places, it would happen to IHOP.
Yeah. Well, I know you have a date coming up, so I can tell you what restaurant not to go to.
What not to go to? Yeah, right. Don't go to IHOP.
Don't take her to IHOP ever.
I don't care if it is open on Thanksgiving. Just don't go there at all.
Yeah.
But yeah. So she finally calms down, and the server comes back to the table. She's like, "Is everything okay?" I was like, "Yes, everything's fine." We just had like a little, we're just talking, and then the lady was like, the girl I was talking to, she was like, "Well, I'm leaving." I was like, "That's great. That is freaking great."
Okay.
I end all this story to tell my streak was ended.
Oh, yeah?
I am 5-1.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I take back my previous statement.
Because the lady was a manager.
Oh.
And she comped the food.
Oh.
I said, yes.
Nice.
Because she was like, I understand what you was going through. I wasn't trying to listen. She was like an older lady.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't trying to listen, but I understand what you was going through.
Yeah.
So she gave me half off my food.
Okay.
I was like, I appreciate you.
Okay.
I am now 5-1 at IHOP.
I don't think that number's going up anytime soon.
I don't think so either.
Either way, I don't think.
I don't think I'm going back to this place ever again.
No.
I really don't think so.
Yeah, just stay away from IHOP.
And for the girl that I was talking to, I'm so glad I don't have to see her again.
Yeah.
God, man. Oof. So that's my experience at IHOP. I will get back to watching films. I do want to review Marvel at some point. But for now, I am 5-1. I am victorious.
Well, good.
1-5. I should say 1-5, right?
I don't know. You know sports better than I do. I don't know the count.
Oh, my God.
Last Friday, we were talking about South Park.
Yeah.
Right? And, we were kind of... I don't think we were, like, poo-pooing it too much.
I really don't think we were.
No. In hindsight, we probably weren't. But when I edited it, I was like, oh, I don't like... Maybe I just didn't like my opinions,
Maybe.
So I sat down and I watched the Pandaverse movie. Because, I feel like we talked about it. One of us had to watch it. So I sat down and I watched it. And honestly, it was pretty entertaining. I'm not going to say a whole lot about it. The main plot is the main plot.
Cartman we talked about that last week. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cartman switching with another Cartman, and they're making fun of like the multiverse, and also Disney. There's a subplot in the show
with the handyman.
Yes, and I think that was hilarious. So there's a subplot where like Randy, Stan's dad, the dryer or the dishwasher or whatever broke. So Randy was like, "All right, kids, I'm going to show you how to fix things," and he goes to call the handyman. And the handyman is just so busy because no one knows how to fix stuff. So, like, throughout the whole show, everyone's trying to get this handyman, and he's just getting richer and richer from everyone paying him so much because he's so busy. And there was a scene where Randy was like, all right, I'm going to go down to Home Depot and get me some, immigrants to work for me.
I did see that part. That part was funny as hell.
It's just all these, like, lawyers and accountants, like, standing there holding signs that, like, we will do lawyer work for free or whatever. And he's like, "What the heck? Where's all the handymen?" They were like, "They're all rich."
That was a good subplot.
It was such a great subplot.
Because you know why? It talks about people who have regular jobs.
Yes.
We'll go to work 9 to 5. People that get, treated like crap.
Yeah.
People that take out waste management.
Yeah.
Which also had a union, by the way, which also did a strike a couple months ago.
A small sidebar. Khadija and I were talking about the trash people like a week or so ago. We were joking about like, oh yeah, remember back in the day, like our parents used to be like, you don't want to be like the trash man, and then you grow up and you find out the trash man is like in the union and he's making like $80K a year.
Yes,
like,
Mom,
we were lied to.
I do want to be a trash man, but they had to go through a lot of stuff to get that.
Yeah, they did.
So back then, it wouldn't have been a good job to have.
Right.
Like now, yeah, be a trash man.
Yeah, be a trash man. Pick up the
Please.
trash.
It's okay to care about your community being clean.
Right, and your environment.
Your environment. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
That was a good subplot to go along with that show because it definitely hit on, the everyday Joe.
No, yeah, it was a great subplot, and eventually, like the handyman, like became so rich, like he had a rivalry with another handyman, and they ended up going to space because they were so rich that he bought like Microsoft at one point, and then he bought like a spacecraft, and he was up in space, and the other handyman flies next to him.
Oh man, I know that was hilarious.
And then Randy and them are trying to call him, and like they're up in space, and Randy's like, "Oh, never mind, the rich people are messing around in space," which I thought was a nice like joke to,
I'm gonna watch it sometime this week. It's been a busy week for me, so I haven't got a chance to watch it. I said I was gonna watch it. I did not get a chance to. I'm mad at myself because I did not get a chance to watch it, but I will.
Yeah,
I promise you. But
it was better. It was better than I thought it was. And I mean, honestly, I haven't seen South Park in so long.
Me either. I'm not a big South Park fan.
Exactly.
And that's not me criticizing saying I hate the show.
No.
That's just saying I'm not a big fan of the show.
Yeah.
Just
and,
really
you grow out of it at some point.
I mean, I didn't grow into it.
Yeah. That's true. It's a very special niche audience that enjoy that kind of stuff. But also, from what I understand, is a lot of other people kind of have the same opinion on South Park now, where it's like, yeah, they were funny back in the day, but now they're getting into like more social commentary stuff, and they've always been social commentary, but now they're really
pushing it, kind of like Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, so it's like before they made fun of Snooki, right?
I remember that they made fun of Kanye.
Yeah, they made fun of everybody.
Yeah, they made fun of everybody,
but they were like cameos on an episode. Yeah. But now like you'd get a whole like character in there, and that's what the character is and all this stuff, but. It was funny. I enjoyed it, so.
The actor strike is finally over with, Jacob.
Yes, I heard. Yay. Success.
Yay. I'm happy that the actors got what they wanted. And I think the last sticking point was the AI deal. Because I don't know if you saw like the night before or the 2 nights before that, the studios didn't want to budge on the AI situation.
Man, they really wanted to hold on to that AI.
Yeah.
Huh?
Did you? I think the public outrage is what got them. Because a lot of people, once they finally heard that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
You want to take these people likeness after they're dead?
Yeah. No.
Are you kidding me?
No. I saw a meme about that. I was wondering what that meme was for.
I
thought it was just like a joke, but no. Okay.
That's absolutely sick.
Yeah. No.
I think the public outcry is what really finished it off.
Yeah.
Because I think the next day they were like, let's change some of the stuff, some of the language in the statement because it didn't sound right. Because it didn't sound right.
Yeah.
That's just absolutely sick to do. And I don't know about you. I've been saying this since we started this podcast. So some of the AI I have seen has not been good.
Not good. Some of the AI, like, voiceover is not good. It's very clearly AI.
You can clearly tell. Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Like, he had like a young face, but you could hear the old Harrison Ford in the background. It was like, this looks absolutely terrible.
And I noticed on advertisements now, like on social media advertisements, they don't pay a voice guy anymore. They just get like an AI voiceover, and it sounds horrible. They try to make it sound like Snoop Dogg sometimes.
And you can just tell.
Yeah.
You can just tell.
No, it sounds awful. Like, why are we doing this?
Oh, you talking about those commercials where it's like you supposed to get free money?
Yeah.
And like, it was at Steve Harvey. Well, you're supposed to get free money, guys. You need to go.
I saw one with The Rock.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one, too.
But it was playing the clip of him and Oprah apologizing.
Yeah, I seen that one, too. I was like, this is totally not what they're talking about. Like, who's going along with this? I'm surprised YouTube even let it go with that.
They're running rampant. They're all over the place.
So I'm very glad that the actors got what they wanted with this AI deal. Now, we'll see 3 years down the road how all that goes. I'm not going to go through all the logistics and stuff that, that they finally got, because that's not really our type of cup of tea.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like snore. That's a snore fest.
Right.
So I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about what's going to happen now that it's finally over with.
Yeah. So what are we expecting? Because I know we're getting a lot of delays.
We're getting a lot of delays.
2024, 2025 is going to be jam-packed, it seems like. Mostly 2025.
Yeah, 2025 is going to be more than jam-packed. We're getting 2 comic book movies in 2024.
2.
Yeah, Joker and Deadpool.
No, also Venom.
No, Venom's been delayed too.
To 25?
Yeah, Venom's been delayed too.
I thought I just saw yesterday it was 24.
No, I'm pretty sure. You can check it, but I'm pretty sure it's been delayed. Thunderbolts has been delayed.
I mean, Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Is it even in production?
Yeah. No, well, some of it was with Anthony Mackie.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, some of it was in production because they took production shots.
You mean Captain America 4?
Yeah, Captain America 4. Yeah, I'm sorry, Captain America 4. But Thunderbolts 2 has also been delayed to 2025, which that'll probably be like late 2025 when that comes out.
Craven is still 2024, right?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Venom 3 still shows 2024.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I guess I'm wrong then.
Maybe. Yeah, it says Venom 3 release date moved to November 2024.
I don't think it's going to keep it, though.
They might not. But to be fair, they were already filming it.
Yeah, they were.
They were already making some headway through it. So they might, depending on how much they have left to do, they could probably finish it pretty quick.
In some ways, I am happy that they're delaying some of these movies, so that way we can get the best work possible.
Right. I mean,
and that's what I'm getting to.
So take the good with the bad, right? Because it might give some of these writers and filmmakers opportunities to kind of like relook at what they have.
Well, it definitely did for the writers.
Yeah.
Because the writer's strike ended before the actor strike.
You're right.
So they had time to kind of go back after some of the script and it's like, look, let's get in the war room.
Yeah.
Let's fix some of this stuff.
Yeah, let's change some of this up. But now that we're rereading this and not on a deadline, maybe we can do something else. However, I know from the last writer's strike or actor strike, there was a lot of bad movies that came out.
Well, that was like the 2007.
Yeah.
But also, too, it was just the writers that was on strike.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a log jam of just horrible movies.
Yeah.
From 2007. Well, 2007, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
I want to say those years we had some pretty rough movies.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of happy with the log jam. I'm hoping that Marvel can get their stuff together.
Hopefully. I mean, we had the big episode where we talked about Marvel and what's going on with them. And it's funny because we were talking about end credit scenes that we forgot about. There's that other end credit scene with Harry Styles as Star Fox
in Internals, Star Fox,
Totally forgot about that guy.
Totally forgot about that one, yeah.
I mean, I don't know, I think Kevin Feige might have forgot about him too.
I think he did too.
I think there was a recent article where they were talking about what they're doing with that character.
Are you happy with Deadpool coming out next year?
Yeah, I'll be happy with Deadpool when I see
the finished product.
I think, yeah, because I don't know. I've seen the rumored storyline, and I'm really just not for it.
Yeah, as long as it fits.
Yeah,
it's not like a whole bunch of fanfare.
You are right. As long as it fits, I mean, I feel like it might just be more fanfare. I don't know. It's hard to tell because I know Ryan Reynolds is very protective of Deadpool, but then you have Disney and MCU involved, and then they got to make things a certain way to fit in to whatever
the bigger story to what they got going.
Yeah. So I think it's just going to be a struggle between Ryan Reynolds wanting to do things and then MCU being okay, you can do that, but we need you to throw in this Fox character because we got to do something with them later.
True.
I'm
really happy about DC though. I am happy about it. If Marvel's going to shelve out 1 or 2 or 3 films, I know Sony, like I said, Craven and Venom. I'm happy DC's taking their months off.
Yeah.
Taking their year off. They really need that period.
Yeah.
Now, you're going to have a lot of leaked pictures to come out from the Batman and probably from Superman Legacy, but I'm so glad that James Gunn is taking a break.
Yeah.
He put on Instagram about, happy for all the actors, happy for all the writers. What really sucks is the production people.
Yeah.
The people that really went through this type of situation.
Yeah, because, a lot of them, the
damage has been done.
Rough.
Yeah, the damage has been done already.
Yeah. Some of them had to switch whole careers because,
and they had nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
So I really, really feel sorry for them. So the healing process for them is going to really, really have to speed up for them because they lost so much.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that DC's taking a break. I'm hopefully Marvel can get their act together. I don't know what movies are up for next year, but hopefully it's some good material.
Mm-hmm.
I know this. I think for the holidays we have Marvel,
The
Miss Marvel movie.
Yeah, the last Marvel movie of the year, I believe.
Yeah, and then we got Aquaman. Oof, good luck with that one. And then we got Willy Wonka.
You know, Willy Wonka actually looks good.
Willy Wonka does look good.
It looks entertaining. I'll give you that.
You got that Iron Claw movie.
Oh,
I do want to say that about the Von Erichs.
Yeah.
I text you. It was about the Von Erichs. It's a wrestling dynasty out here in Texas.
Right, because I sent you that article. This would be kind of a segue. I sent you that article about Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah, I like him.
I like him too. He's great. He was great in Shameless. I haven't seen him in The Bear yet.
Got to watch that show.
I want to watch it.
Got to watch it.
It looks good.
You and Khadijah both got to watch it.
Yeah, it looks really good. I like him as an actor, but he did an interview with somebody recently where he was talking about, I guess, like, they approached him to be in a Marvel movie, and he went into the interview, and he kind of had, like, the wrong attitude about it, because I think he was just like, well, why should I be in your movie? And anyway, he ended up not getting the role, but, like, in hindsight, he was like, I think I'm better off for it, because the way the Marvel movies are, it's like you have to dedicate 5 to 10 years of your life
True.
to be in these things. And he's like, honestly, like, I don't think any actor should strive to be in that franchise. I think...
And in some cases, it kind of diminishes your skills as an actor.
It does. It diminishes your skills because it's cookie cutter,
yeah,
for one. And then...
That's true.
And then you can't really branch out in between productions.
Well, that's the same thing Ben Affleck had. That's the same problem that he had with DC. And, you know, he told the stories about, hey, it was kind of rough doing.
Yeah. And then they rushed him on trying to do the Batman movie.
Yeah.
He was writing that Batman movie, and they were like, we need it in 6 months. That was DC's issue before.
Marvel.
Yeah, way before Marvel, because they had that issue with Green Lantern. That's why Green Lantern came out the way it was, because it's like, oh, yeah, here's this Green Lantern movie we're going to do. You need to have the script written in 6 months, and we need to have it done in 6 months. And they're like, what?
And they've always been that way. And I don't have a problem with the article and everything that he said. I don't have a problem with an actor that wants to do comic books, especially if you're just beginning your career.
Yeah.
Like Robert Downey Jr. wasn't beginning his career, but it was the comeback trail.
Right.
So he kind of needed this movie to leap pad him into where he is now.
Right.
Because without Iron Man, he probably would not be in Oppenheimer.
That's true.
And he probably would not be going for this Oscar nomination, which I'm pretty sure he's going to go get.
That is true.
So you also have to look at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you're not always required. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio hasn't been in any comic book movies.
He doesn't.
And he probably, he probably never will.
Also, he's too expensive for Marvel now.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to save money, right?
Well, he's too expensive for Marvel or DC.
Yeah.
No. DC definitely don't have the money.
Yeah, all the way around. But yeah. Marvel definitely is at a point where they're trying to, like, kind of save money on actors.
And then you have freaking, what's that guy name? I'm blanking out now. Because I know he was considered to play Johnny Storm, too, as well, in that article.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was considered to play Johnny Storm. But they've been trying to figure that out for a minute.
Yeah.
But did you also hear about DC? They canceled the Roadrunner.
I did.
Was the Wile E. Coyote movie?
Yeah,
it's John Cena?
Coyote versus Acme,
which I really wanted to see.
I think
that seems so funny to me.
Was there a teaser a long time ago about it? I remember hearing about it. I remember hearing about it, and then I heard about it again recently when they shelved it, and I was like, oh yeah, that actually sounds like it would have been a cool movie.
I'm a big Looney Tunes fan.
Right.
I'm the biggest Looney Tunes fan you'll ever find.
Yeah.
I like them way more than I've ever loved Disney. And I really wish they would have done that film. Well, it was already out. The production was already done.
Well, that's the thing.
David Zaslav canceled it.
They seem to keep doing this every time. Like some kind of calamity happens with Warner Brothers, they just like shelve a movie. Because we saw this with Batgirl.
Yeah, they
shelved Batgirl, and of course, like with Batgirl, everyone was like, "Oh, it was too woke." That's why. I'm like, was it? I don't know. We never got to see the movie.
Yeah, we would never know.
Like Brendan Fraser as Firefly. I want to see that.
Well, the thing about it is, I'm okay. I was okay with that because I understood what was going down the pipeline, and I knew all the mess. And it was like, because the Batgirl movie was supposed to tie into so much other stuff.
Yeah,
and it was, you know, so I understood why. Unfortunately, I understood why that got canceled.
I don't think it's gone forever. I think they have it shelved.
Yeah, it's shelved
for another day.
It's shelved. One day it's gonna get shown.
No, I think it will because everyone's so curious about it. Like as soon as you put it out, it's gonna make the money.
Disgruntled, maybe one of those disgruntled people that work for DC, like take the tape out and
Good thing I got this flash drive with the movie on it. Still.
I said tape shows my age. Well, yeah, you take the flash drive. It's like I'm gonna plug this in, put it somewhere, and then boom, there you have it.
Yeah.
But the Wile E. Coyote movie, man, I really want to see that.
That sounded cool.
John Cena.
Yeah. Well, they were showing like the whole set pieces and stuff they made for it and everything. Was John Cena Wile E. Coyote? Who was he playing?
No, he was in there. I think he was going to play like a lawyer or something. Oh, my God. And then he had Will Forte. Will Forte was also in there.
Oh, Last Man on Earth.
I kind of understand why people would not, they would, Will Forte, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
You could have chosen anybody else to play that role. But I still would have seen it. And you could have just put it on streaming.
You could have. They've done it before. They put whatever other crappy movies they had on streaming.
Just put the damn thing on streaming. So I was like, David Zaslav is bothering me. He's bothering me.
A lot of people are upset with him.
I'm starting to get a little bit on tease now. I was like, okay.
He's the new guy, right? Who came in and just, like, fired a bunch of people and like overhauled.
Fired everything. Yeah. Canceled a lot of stuff. I was okay with that because when you start a new company, is your company, you want your people. I get it. But once you start, canceling this, canceling that, like, okay, now, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? So I'm just a little worried for that. And hopefully DC can get back on the stride in 2025.
Yeah.
Do they have any movies come out this year?
DC?
Other than Wonka? No, I'm talking about Warner Brothers. I know they have
Warner
Wonka.
Brothers in general?
Yeah, I know they got the Wonka movie. That's probably a big deal for them. They got that Aquaman movie, which that ain't nothing but just, tax write-off?
I mean, probably at this point.
Yeah. You could have put that mess on streaming.
It's hard to be excited for DC movies when they're not going to pertain to anything anymore, right? So,
well, this is the last one.
Yeah,
this is the last one. This is the long headache is over with now. So we can get that over with. But Wonka is their last big movie. Dune comes out next year.
Yeah, that's right. Dune 2.
Because it was supposed to come out this month.
Hopefully, Dune 2. Featuring more Zendaya.
Yeah. Did you like the first one?
I did. I thought that movie could have ended 3 different times before the ending. You know what I mean? It just seemed like there were so many good spots to end it, but then they just kept going with it.
Yeah, they did keep going with it.
And they kept going with it, and I'm just like...
I saw that movie with our friend Richard.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we saw it in IMAX. He hated it. He hated it.
I mean, because Dune in general is like a very niche
you remember,
franchise.
Have you ever saw the original? The
No.
original one? Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But I know it's a niche franchise, but Joel loves it.
Oh, he loved it?
Yeah, he got me to buy the book a while back. Like when we were in high school, he talked it up so much. And he got me to buy the book, and I tried reading the book. I could not.
I know you did.
I was like, look, I'm giving this book to you because I can't stand this.
You would have better just get into Star Wars.
Right? But I had a chance to see it early, so I took him with me to see it early because I knew he likes it. And I mean, he enjoyed it quite a bit. He was excited to see what they were doing with it, where they can go with it and all this stuff. He's like, oh yeah, it's going to be great. I'm excited for the sequel. So he was excited for it.
I liked it. I didn't love it. I didn't know how I felt about Timothée Chalamet being like the guy, the leader. The lead to the army and lead these people. I'm like, I don't see it. I just don't see it.
Right.
The
thing is, they marketed Zendaya being in that movie so much
more
than she was.
Well, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they knew.
Yeah, she was a big star. Euphoria. So it's like, of course you got to add her in there.
Because Khadijah wanted to see it because Zendaya was in it, right? And I watched it with Joel, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I should tell her.
Did you tell her?
No, I let her go watch it.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, well, I mean, she still liked the movie, but she was like, they lied to us.
Yeah, they lied big time. So what you got?
I'm pulling up Warner Brothers' schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So Wonka, December 15th. The Color Purple remake, December 20th.
I forgot about that one.
I did too.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't either.
Because I like the original so much, Whoopi Goldberg and Danny Glover.
Right. And
Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah. Aquaman, December 25th. Coyote versus Acme, TBA.
Canceled, yep.
Salem's Lot. Apparently they were doing a Salem's Lot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I kept hearing about that, too.
That's TBA. So that's probably another shelved project then.
Yeah, I can't see them probably shelving, bringing that out. They probably just shelved that one and just say, do we really need to do that movie? Mm-hmm. You don't really need this movie right now.
Right. But yeah, they only have 3 more movies for the year.
Right now, I think most studios are trying to make sure they get the most important stuff out.
Yeah.
The stuff that was stopped, let's get that stuff going again.
Mm-hmm.
I know Gladiator, which is under, I don't know which umbrella that's under.
Oh, yeah, they were doing another one.
Yeah, Denzel Washington was in there.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
He's teaming up back in with Ridley Scott.
Oh, okay.
And so a lot of studios now are trying to just scramble and get back to what they, get back to the material.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get a lot of updates.
Yeah.
And tune in to the podcast of the On The Go Pod because you're going to get a lot of updates pretty soon.
We watched Loki. We watched all 6 episodes of Loki recently.
Did you like it?
I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it, and I made the comment to my wife that it, even though it's connected to the MCU, this season felt like it could have just been a standalone season.
That's what I heard a lot of people say.
Or I guess like maybe season 1 and 2, but like really like because the whole like way the story is, they're outside of time anyway, and they don't even call it multiple universes. They just call it different timelines, right? It's a good example of what I was talking about, where it's like maybe you can just do a story and not have to like worry about the interconnectivity as much. Now the end of it though has me curious, because I'm like, okay, how are they going to fit this into the bigger, stories?
Well, I saw the last episode. I cheated, and I saw the last episode of it.
I mean, kind of fine. Nothing really gets revealed in the rest of the season, right? They have a variant of Kang in there, but really, he's more of a helper in this, right? Like, he's not even a villain.
It's my Victor Timely, right?
Yeah, Victor Timely.
Which he was at the end of Quantumania.
Right, and we were kind of trying to speculate on, like, who he was exactly for Kang, because my wife was thinking, like, oh, he's the one who, he's the one who's going to build the thing and all this stuff. And I was like, well, no, I think he's the one that gets inspired, and then maybe he discovers the multiverse. None of this happened. Like, none of the things we thought he was up to happened. He's literally just there. Not in a bad way, but like, as far as Kang variant goes.
Did he serve some type of purpose in it? Did he move the story along?
Yes.
And no.
Yeah, yes and no, because they needed his help calculating how to like stop the timelines from blowing everything up, right? And they thought they figured it out, and then when Loki gets some sort of time manipulating powers during this whole thing,
which
right?
ties into the last episode.
Yes, so you already know about that. Yeah, he can do stuff, but so they think they need Timely to be the one that launched the multiplier into the loom. And so Timely goes out there and he just spaghettis, which you probably...
I did see that scene. Yeah, I saw that scene a lot.
So the last episode is just Loki doing that over and over and over
We've
again.
seen that before in Doctor Strange, right? When Wanda...
I don't know about spaghetti. Well, okay, yeah, she does spaghetti somebody, but it's a different spaghetti.
Yeah, because I was like, is the Marvel people, there's no blood, they're just spaghetti people?
I mean, I think they needed something else to do besides, the snap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
So
spaghetti people.
Yeah. So anyway... So Loki keeps like trying to figure out what's going on, and then eventually he goes all the way back to when Sylvie kills He Who Remains, and then he's having a fight with her, trying to stop her from killing her.
I did see that.
But every time she keeps killing him
because he only had like 2 options.
Yeah. So eventually he's like, "Oh, you never try to stop her," and then that's when He Who Remains stops time, and they have like this weird little time travelers discussion,
which was great, by the way.
It was a great scene.
I know a lot of people are not big fans of just talking points, but if it's talking and it's developing a good conversation, I have no problem with it.
And Jonathan Majors acting as He Who Remains,
excellent.
It's great.
Excellent.
It's great. Even him as Victor Timely was pretty good, but he talks with like a stutter.
He talks with a stutter.
Annoying.
Yeah, but him as He Who Remains is much more of a better character than what you saw in Quantumania.
Yeah, because because he's not like a villain, and I don't know if he's like villainous, but
he has some villain traits.
He just knows some stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He has a lot of traits in him.
Yeah, so they're talking about what's going on or whatever, and He Who Remains is like, there's no other way. Like, look, you either let her kill me, and then the multiverse blows up, or you stop her in some way, and then you have all these other Kangs coming after you, and they're already out there. He's like, if you stop me before, they're already out there, right? So Loki decides to not kill Sylvie because he don't want to do that. So he decides to go. He's going to become
the new He Who Remains.
Yeah, and I don't know. He lets the multiverse blow up, or all the timelines, and then he grabs all of them, and then ties it all into this tree.
His costume changes.
Yeah, his costume changes, and now it's like a tree instead of which
is beautiful.
Machine. Yeah, and the tree I think is a reference to Norse mythology.
It's a callback too, by the way.
Yeah,
because it's mentioned in the original Thor movie. I'm not mistaken. And no one, if anybody ever seen the first Thor movie, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
it was a great callback to that moment.
Yeah,
and it was a sad. It really stuck with me.
It's very sad, but it's also it's curious because it feels like a finite end to Loki for now. It is. because it's just like, okay, now he's here and now he's watching over the timelines, but he can't really do anything,
and he can't stay there. Like, you want to know what's going to happen with him.
Yeah.
Is he going to stay there this whole entire time?
Yeah. So I'm curious to see how this ties into King Dynasty or Secret Wars or whatever they end up doing in the future, because I know things are up in the air with them. I know the shows have been hit and miss, but
it has been.
This one was good, and I mean, I think it helps that they had Loki season 1 to begin with, and Loki season 1 was already good.
Is it better than WandaVision, you think?
Oh, yeah.
Both of these seasons?
Yeah, no, I think it was entirely. And again, I think this season specifically is a good example of like, oh, you can just do a story. Because honestly, you start the show off, and they're already in the action, right? So like things are just happening, and I mean, I guess you need to know a little bit of background.
You do, and I wish I would have saw the rest of it, but I just was so, I don't know, I'm just so done with Marvel right now that I just didn't really care.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I love it. A lot of it I did not watch. So I cheated myself and watched that last episode. Yeah. And I can, I'm smart enough to know, because I know a lot about Marvel. Mm-hmm. I'm smart enough to kind of put the pieces together.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, cool. I can watch the highlights, and then I can watch the show, and then watch the last episode. And then that's how I put pieces together on what's been going on.
Yeah. I mean, if you get a chance, watch the rest of the episodes.
I probably will.
But it was good. I think the season was good overall.
Tom Hiddleston, he's great, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's great.
He's great. But I am curious to see if they do anything with Loki next, if they do anything at all.
I just don't see it. He was on Jimmy Fallon last night, and he sounded like he was just done.
Because I don't think there's much more you can do with him. I mean, you already killed him off once.
Yeah.
You developed his character twice over.
Way better than any other Marvel character in the MCU.
Right. I mean, his character development compared to Thor's is just
loads different.
Light years away. I mean, I guess you might have to have him meet Thor again, but
at
maybe
least one more time.
I mean, maybe you don't have to do that, but for the emotional reunion, I get.
Yeah,
and I know you want to see it.
I do want to see that.
I don't know if you need to do it. You know what I mean?
You don't need to do it, but it wouldn't sound right. It wouldn't feel right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do these 2 movies, and Thor's not gonna be in any of them at all.
Yeah,
or he's not gonna know what's gonna happen to his brother.
Or a version of his brother.
A version of his brother, because he definitely wants to know how did this. He's definitely gonna want to know what version of Loki is this.
Yeah.
And how did this happen?
I mean, honestly, he'd probably think it's his Loki anyway, because Loki gets out of things.
Yeah, he does.
So
he's a great character.
Yeah, no, they've done him really well in MCU. Like you said, he's probably one of the best done Marvel characters they've done.
I'm trying to think, is there any other character that's been done better than him? And I really can't think of any.
No.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just a great show from what you saw, and the episode that I saw,
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see what the future brings for Marvel.
I don't know
where they're going, what they're doing, and all that stuff. But maybe next week we can talk about the Marvels.
Yeah.
So at least one of us will try to see it. I know for sure.
You might try and see it, right?
Yeah, we're gonna try to see it. I just don't know when we're gonna see it exactly.
It's not really an appointment type movie, is it?
No, not at all.
It's not. It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
But I heard this one kind of ties into what Loki, so it's kind of like, I kind of have to watch it now.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Just so I can just say, hey, I watched it.
Yeah, right. You're going to follow along.
I don't know whether I'm watching it in IMAX or just 4DX or something. I saw this trailer for Candy Lane, this movie Eddie Murphy's coming out with on Amazon. I know. It's on Amazon Prime.
Eddie Murphy movies are just like, okay, which Eddie Murphy is it?
And it sucks, man, because I love Eddie Murphy. He's my favorite comedian ever.
Mm-hmm.
I love this guy. Mm-hmm. And it's like at a certain point, he just decided that I'm just going to do the most ridiculous movies that make no sense. This Candy Lane trailer looks awful. Awful. It looks like, what's that, Night of Museum? But it kind of has that kind of feel to it.
Mm.
And Tracee Ellis Ross is in there as well. She plays his wife. And I'm just like, man, he just loves doing these family movies. I have no problem with him doing family movies, but it's just, can it be a good script?
Yeah, right.
And that's all I ask.
I don't know. The family movies are hardly ever good scripts.
Did you see the Ghostbusters trailer?
Yes.
Let's just move on from this good Candy Lane. I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember everything that I need to tell you right now.
No, yeah, I'm excited for that Ghostbusters movie. It looks good.
Frozen Empire?
Frozen Empire.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah. The whole idea of it sounds cool. Like you are getting frozen over. I will say, Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray look very old.
And who would have thought the person that they gave least screen time to looks better than all of them? Ernie Hudson.
Yeah.
Ernie Hudson still looks good.
Yeah, but no, those two, they look so. I mean, respectfully, because they are. They are very
respectfully,
old.
yeah.
But just like, man.
Well, I know Bill Murray definitely. He keeps saying that he doesn't want to come back, but he keeps coming back. Yeah. I'm pretty sure in this one, he's like, kill me. Please, let me die in this movie. So I'm pretty sure he definitely wants to have an ending to this Ghostbusters saga that
it's
he's
cool
been
they're
in.
doing it, because I think Ghostbusters is one of those things where it's like you can just keep doing movies with different casts, really.
It is.
Honestly, the way Ghostbusters is set
up. Patton Oswalt is in there.
Yeah, I saw him in there.
I love Patton Oswalt. I love that guy, man.
But it just really feels like it can be a franchise set in different locations.
It can be.
If you can just... Once you stop telling the story of like the original Ghostbusters, which it seems like they're kind of easing into that.
You can go to L.A.
You could do L.A. You could do all kinds of different Ghostbusters, and I feel like this is a good route for Ghostbusters to take, instead of that weird reboot they tried to do. And honestly, that probably wouldn't have been as bad.
It wouldn't have been as bad
if they would have made it like a third movie.
Yeah, instead of just making a complete reboot of it.
They could have changed up the story a little bit, and then just slap Ghostbusters 3 on there, and not try to be like, no, this is a complete redo we're doing. Because that's what made people mad.
Yeah, because see, I thought it was just like a straight, a sequel.
No.
And it wasn't.
No.
And the thing about Afterlife, I love Afterlife too, by the way.
Afterlife was great.
But I think that even that movie is a sequel to the first one, because they don't mention the second one at all.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm curious about that, because I know a lot of people didn't like the second Ghostbusters.
Well, a lot of people are doing that nowadays, right? They're skipping the sequels and just doing a sequel to the original.
Halloween did that.
So it could have been a soft version of that.
It could have been.
But also, like, I don't know. Do you really need to mention the second
Vigo,
movie?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. I liked it.
I mean, as long as you establish, like, hey, they were Ghostbusters, now they're not Ghostbusters, you can fill in the blanks with whatever you want in between.
Ivan Reitman did a good job. Ivan Reitman Jr.
That's
did a
right.
good job.
His son, yeah.
Yeah, he did a good job of resurrecting that franchise, which I was very happy about.
Yeah.
So it was just, like I say, Afterlife was very, very good. I can't wait to see this sequel. I can't wait to get the merchandise for it. I will be all in that movie theater when it comes out in spring of 2024.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. So, yeah, man, that's it.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's all for today.
Cool. Yeah, that's all we got. If you want to email us, you can find us at onthegopod2023@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram, On The Go with Jacob and James, all one word. You can find us individually at
James at 9794.
And you can find me at jacobdowntown.audio on Instagram. If you go to our description page on our Spotify, when you go listen to the episode, there's a Q&A section. We'll have a question for you to answer. So, feel free to answer it. We'll read it on air. If it's a good, really interesting answer, the better it is to read on air. So just make sure you guys do that. And outside of that, I think that's all. That's it.
I think that's it for today.
That's all we got. So I'm on the go. You're on the go. We're all on the go. See you later.
All right, guys. Have a nice weekend.